Have you ever recorded a video and only noticed something terrifying after watching it back? Because that's exactly what happened to a farmer in Nebraska. And according to him, the thing his camera captured was never supposed to be there. This happened in October of 2022. A 34-year-old farmer named Ryan lived on a large piece of property outside a small town in Nebraska. The farm had been in his family for nearly 70 years. There wasn't anything unusual about the place. Just acres of cornfields, a few barns, several grain silos, and a farmhouse that sat almost half a mile from the nearest road. Ryan often recorded videos for social media. Nothing fancy, mostly farming updates, harvest progress, equipment repairs, the kind of content people interested in agriculture enjoy watching. One evening, shortly after sunset, Ryan decided to film a short update near one of his grain silos. The weather was calm, the sky was clear, and aside from the sound of insects, everything was quiet. He set his phone on a tripod, pressed record, and began talking about the upcoming harvest season. The video lasted less than 3 minutes. Nothing happened while he was recording. At least that's what he thought. Later that night, Ryan sat down to edit the footage, and that's when he noticed it. At first he thought it was a shadow, a trick of the lighting, but the more he watched, the less sense it made. Standing beside the grain silo, partially hidden in the darkness, was a figure. Tall, completely motionless. Watching him, Ryan paused the video, zoomed in, and immediately felt sick. The shape looked human, but something about it wasn't right. The proportions seemed wrong. The arms looked too long. The head appeared slightly tilted, almost like it was studying him. The figure remained visible for nearly 15 seconds, and then, without walking, without turning, it simply vanished behind the silo. Ryan was convinced someone had been trespassing. The next morning he grabbed his flashlight and checked the area. Nothing. No footprints. No tire tracks. No evidence anyone had been there. At that point he tried to forget about it. But 3 nights later, things got much worse. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, one of his security cameras sent an alert to his phone. Motion detected. Ryan opened the camera feed and froze. The same figure was standing near the silo, exactly where it had appeared in the video. Completely still, not moving, not reacting, just standing there, watching the farmhouse. Ryan immediately called his brother, who lived nearby. The two of them grabbed flashlights and drove across the property. The moment they arrived, the figure was gone. Again, no footprints, no signs of anyone, nothing. The brothers searched the area for almost an hour. Eventually they gave up and headed home. But before leaving, Ryan checked the security footage one last time and noticed something that terrified him. The figure hadn't triggered the motion alert. Something else had. Just seconds before the figure appeared, another shape had moved across the camera. Fast. Too fast to identify. Almost like something had sprinted past the lens. Then the footage glitched, and the figure appeared. For the next few weeks, the sightings continued. Different cameras, different locations, always near the silos, always at night, always watching. But the most disturbing footage came nearly a month later. Ryan was repairing a fence during the afternoon. Broad daylight. His body camera was recording. Everything seemed normal, until he reviewed the footage that evening. For less than 2 seconds, a pale face appeared inside one of the silo windows, looking directly at him. The face disappeared so quickly he almost missed it. When he enlarged the frame, he realized the eyes looked completely black. No visible pupils. No reflection. Just darkness. The next day, Ryan climbed into the silo himself. He searched every inch of it. Nothing. No person. No animal. No explanation. Eventually, the activity stopped. The cameras stopped capturing strange figures. The sightings ended, and life returned to normal. But Ryan still refuses to go near that silo after dark, because he says the final image he captured wasn't the figure. It was something standing behind the figure. A second shape, barely visible, much larger, and whatever it was, it seemed to be watching both of them. If this story gave you chills, make sure to subscribe because the next encounter might be even worse. The next story involves a police officer in Arizona whose dashboard camera recorded something crossing the desert highway. Something that investigators still can't explain.